Hey, what is going on everybody? To here and welcome to my second Call of Duty Ghost progression video. So earlier today I hit 2nd prestige and therefore I'm once again going to be showing you my class setups and also my barracks. Now if you guys could support the video with a simple like, then that would be very much appreciated. It helps me out literally a ton actually. And also tomorrow, if you're interested, I'll be posting my first Call of Duty Ghost weapon comparison, in which I will be comparing both the SA805 and also the SC2010. So if you're interested in checking out that video, then be sure to come back to my channel tomorrow, somewhere in between 7 and 9 PM GMT. Anyway, regardless, the first class setup you're looking at right now is my SC2010 class setup. It's the SC2010 with the red dot sight and also the foregrip. I'm not using a secondary, lethal, or tactical, just because if you get rid of those three, you'll be able to spend 3 more points on perks, and I prefer having a few extra perks over having a secondary, lethal, or tactical, just because a perk helps you out at all times, and a secondary, lethal, or tactical only help you out every now and then. So I prefer to have some more perks, and then my perks are first on Marathon, then Quick Draw, then Scavenger, then Amplified, and then Focus. Now I've been using Focus a lot within the past week. Focus is essentially toughness from Black Ops 2 and make sure that you do not flinch off of targets when an opponent hits you, and that is going to allow you to win many more gunfights. So be sure to definitely try out the Focus perk if you haven't already. Next up we have the MSBS with the red dot sight and also the muzzle brake. Once again, not using a secondary, lethal, or tactical, and my perks are first off Ready Up, then Stalker, then Quick Draw, then Scavenger, and then once again Focus. Next up we have the SA805 with the red dot sight and also the foregrip. As always, not using a secondary, lethal, or tactical, and my perks are Marathon, then Quick Draw, then Scavenger, then Amplified, and then Focus. Next up we have the Honey Badger with the red dot sight and also the extended clip. As always, not using a secondary, lethal, or tactical. In this case my perks are first off Stalker, then Quick Draw, then off the grid, and then Focus. But I'm also using the Specialist loadout on this class setup, just because I kind of tend to look at the Honey Badger as kind of like a hybrid between an assault rifle and an SMG. So I personally tend to play a lot more aggressive with the Honey Badger than I would with, let's say, the SC2010. But if you want to do well whilst rushing within this game, you really do need a lot of perks, so that is why I would recommend you to always use the Specialist loadout whenever you want to rush around within Call of Duty Ghosts. Next up we have the MR28 with the muzzle brake and also the red dot sight. I'm not using a secondary. In this case I am using the IED as my lethal equipment. This equipment is probably the most obnoxious equipment within Call of Duty Ghosts. It is literally the most annoying equipment to get killed by, and a lot of people started using it a couple of days ago when T-Mart uploaded a video about this. Now this equipment is basically just going to get you a very cheap kill every now and then. It's just pretty much like a camper's equipment. Then again, it also works if you just place it somewhere and then just start rushing around. Eventually it's going to get you killed, so definitely try it out if you also want to get a cheap kill every now and then, or if you're also just literally annoyed by everyone using IEDs. That's basically why I started using it. I was getting really annoyed by constantly getting killed by IEDs, so that's why I started using it myself as well. I'm not using a tactical, and then my perks are Ready Up, then Quick Draw, then Amplified, then Focus, and then Fully Loaded. And then last but not least we have the USR with FMJ. My secondary is the P226. I'm not using a lethal or a tactical, and my perks are first off Ready Up, then Sleight of Hand, then Agility, which is essentially lightweight, then Quick Draw, and then Focus. So next up for my stats have gone down quite a bit. This definitely wasn't successful prestige for me in terms of like my stats. I've played this game a total of 1 day, 22 hours and 53 minutes. I'm fully aware of the fact that that is indeed quite a lot. My win-loss ratio is 1.80 at the moment. Last week it was 2.05 if I'm not mistaken. My kill-death ratio is 2.52 at the moment, and last week it was something like 2.56. That really didn't go down like a whole lot. This basically just went down a little bit because I started playing cranked, and within cranked you die even easier than you do within the regular game modes. A little something, as you can see, my highest streak at the moment is a 30 gun streak. Now earlier today I managed to get my first KEM strike. Now the entire gameplay was a little bit boring, so I probably won't be posting the entire gameplay. But if you guys would like to see the first 5 minutes of the gameplay in which I get the KEM strike, be sure to definitely tell me that in the comment section down below, and then I will probably post that one on Monday. And that was pretty much it. My accuracy, for those who are interested, is 24 0.78, which is fairly decent. My most played game mode is TDM, then Cranked, and then Free-for-all. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, a like would be much appreciated. If not, that is of course cool as well. And then I will hopefully check some of you next time. Take it easy.